higher education in India, which focuses on information technology and communication studies. There are 26 IIITs in India. IIITs are more popular for their engineering courses such as BTech, MTech, and dual degree programs. So besides these programs, IIITs also offer courses such as Bachelors of Design, Masters of Design, MBA, and PhD. Although the IIITs are autonomous, they are linked to each other through a common admission process. That means candidates who want to get admission to UG programs and dual degree programs need to qualify the joint entrance exam JEE Main. IIIT Bangalore is one of the few institutions in India which opens up its door to those who have completed their class 12 and enables them to pursue their master's program in information technology. While the MTech Computer Science and Engineering and the MTech Electronics and Communication Engineering gears up students to face the corporate world, the Masters of Science in Digital Society is one of its kind of course that trains students at a time when the human society is grappling with rapid transition in a digital age. What is unique about IIIT Bangalore program is the interdisciplinary nature of the courses, which makes learning holistic for the students. Today, we have a panel from IIIT Bangalore, which would make us understand the admission process, number of seats, courses being offered, counseling process, and what are career opportunities are available after completing these courses. So we have Professor Madhav Rao, who is the program coordinator for integrated MTech degree at IIIT Bangalore. Professor Madhav Rao received his PhD in electrical engineering from the University of Alabama, and he also completed his Master of Science in Microelectronics from University of Arkansas and B in Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering from University of Mumbai. We also have two bright students from the institute. Swati Shreya Mishra, she is currently in her fifth year of the integrated master's program. She is pursuing a BTech in computer science engineering and MTech specialization in artificial intelligence and machine learning. Another student that we have is Ajay Ramesh. He is in a final year student of integrated master's program and majoring in electronics and communication engineering. So first, Professor Rao, what I would like to understand from you is that could you give us a brief idea about how to get into a IIIT system, and then we'll come to IIIT Bangalore if there is some different process.
Thank you, Abhay, for introducing the audience to the IIIT system, and then focusing on the IIIT Bangalore. IIIT Bangalore and IIIT Hyderabad and IIIT Delhi has a different kind of an admission system, whereas the other centrally funded MHRD funded institutes have a completely different admission process. So getting into IIITs, my feeling is, one has to clear the IIT JEE main exam, followed with the advanced exam. So naturally, most of the IIITs which come under this MHRD institutes, they will take the advanced exam score or the advanced rank, IIT JEE advanced rank, and then based on that, the admission process follows. IIIT Bangalore in that sense is different. So we have our own admission process. We consider only JEE main exam. So advance is not required, or if the students have to give only the JEE main exam, and then the national testing agency will give the rank for that particular the JEE main score. So based on that particular rank, we make the admission process. So if a student wants to come to IIIT Bangalore in specific, then he has to be eligible in that sense. The student has to have 10 plus 2, 12, the HSC equivalent degree or the certificate, and the student has to give JEE main exam and then get the NTA rank for that, and then he has to apply for the applications at IIIT Bangalore.
So, sir, what I understand is that there are 5 courses which are being offered by the institute, and all these are integrated programs. Would you like to talk about the courses which are being offered?
Yeah. Again, a nice question, just to bring about the specifics of IIIT Bangalore. So there are, so we offer different degree programs. One is the integrated MTech degree program, which comprises of the BTech and the MTech. So it's a 5-year program which allows the students to go through the 5 year of rigorous training. And then eventually after 5 years, they will get both the degrees, BTech degree as well as the MTech degree. We have a standalone MTech program, which is a 2 years MTech program. And we have MS by research program. We have PhD program. And we also have MSc Digital Society program, which caters to the the digital technologies and its societal components on that. And that is also a 2 year program, kind of equivalent to the MTech program, which runs across the country. So coming to this IMTech program, it's just reiterating, it's a 5-year degree program wherein the students enter after their 12th standard, and they get after the 5 years they get both BTech and MTech degrees. And to give you a slightly more in-depth analysis or the in-depth information, so we offer 2 branches within the IMTech program and within the MTech program. So the IMTech program has 2 branches, the computer science and engineering, that is one branch. And then we have the electronics and communication engineering, that is another branch. And similarly, we offer 2 branches in the MTech degree program, MTech in the computer science and engineering and MTech in electronics and communication engineering.
So, and what is the seat? I mean, how many seats are offered in each of these programs?
Yeah, so for various degree programs, we have different seats. To talk specifically about the integrated MTech programs, or also called as widely known as a dual degree program in India, we have 90 seats for computer science and engineering. For the CSE, it is 90 seats, and 30 seats for the EC, for the electronics and communication engineering. MTech degree, again, we have slightly, MTech CSE has 150 seats and MTech EC has 30 seats. But to talk today about the IMTech program, I'd say that 90 seats for the computer science and engineering and 30 seats for the EC. And it is completely merit-based. Sorry for that.
Yeah. One thing I want to understand, how does the location of IIIT Bangalore, being in Bangalore, helps a student getting exposure and placement? I mean, being in Bangalore, how good is it?
Bangalore has, it's very advantage. The location turns out to be hugely advantageous to the institute, and not only for IIIT as such, but for various engineering institutes in Bangalore. To specifically to IIIT Bangalore, I think we are very well connected. We are very well connected to the corporate world. So generally, whenever anyone, the prospective student or the parents ask me about this question, I generally ignore this question. The reason is we are very, I tend to be very, very arrogant in answering this. And the reason is very simple. I think how many companies, what all companies are located in Bangalore, I think we are connected to them. So in that sense, I think the placements, the 90 plus 30, 120 students, we in fact get more than, I don't know, maybe around 60 to 70 companies which are located in Bangalore, which come and take our students. So in that sense, I think, our students are grabbed by this MNC companies, or, the deep tech companies that are located in Bangalore. So that plays a huge advantage to us. And that also helps us in motivating or encouraging the students towards the deep tech knowledge.
I would like to come back to you to understand what kind of research opportunities the institute offers. But before that, I would like to understand from Ajay. I was looking at his profile. He has done some kind of research project with the Indian Institute of Science, and there was some kind of collaboration also. Ajay, would you like to talk about what was this? Research work, and how does the institute help you in this thing?
Yes, so I could tell you about my research work with Professor Edward Saznow, who's a professor in the US, in the University of Alabama. So I work under Professor Madhav Rao here in collaboration with him in Alabama. And my work was to develop an artificial intelligence system driven by computer vision to automatically detect food intake, basically the amount of food people are eating, how much food they are eating, and to monitor the kind of food they're eating. So yeah, that was my opportunity. And I would like to iterate that firstly, it was due to the immense collaboration that IIITB has, right? So I managed to collaborate with Professor Rao as well as Professor Edward Sazno because of the network that IIITB provides. So yeah, that came a long way in helping me achieve that.
Swati, would you like to talk about some of the research opportunities that you have got in the past 5 years?
Yeah.
I mean, how does the institution help in this thing?
Yeah, like Ajay mentioned, our college has a lot of collaborations, and even our professors are like well connected with universities outside India. But not just that, even our course or curriculum provides us the means to incorporate research work even as undergraduates, which like I think is very unique to our college. We have these project electives and so on, which we take up along with our other coursework so that we can work on research projects, and hence if we are interested we can like grow in those areas. So yeah, that's
Professor Rao, would you like to, I mean, I would like to actually understand from you, how does the institution help students in conducting research, not just in terms of mentoring them, but also helping them financially and getting connected to the, I mean, industry to take it ahead?
Yeah, I think before answering your question, I'll just say that both Swasti and Ajay have been very modest. I think they have done. I think they have explored a lot of different areas. They have explored working with different faculties. Swasti has worked with Adobe or IBM. She has done it. Now at the end of the fifth year, I think she has explored everything. And then Ajay, for that matter, Indian Institute of Science, and then University of Alabama, and then collaboration with NEMANS. So I think this too becomes our kind of a role models, brand ambassadors who have explored IIIT Bangalore to the maximum extent, if I can say that. Yeah. So coming back to your question on the internship opportunities, right? So one of the things, the unique things which I've noticed over the years at IIIT Bangalore was the students tend to work with different faculty. So that's one of the unique points. And for that to happen, I think they don't have to wait for the fifth year or the final year or so. They can start working right from, if they are interested in the second semester or third semester, they can right away work with the faculty. And there's always this connection between the faculty has a lot of connections with the outside world in terms of corporates or the universities, and then that's how it is rooted. The internship opportunities gets rooted. So that is one way of finding an internship opportunities at IIIT Bangalore. The other thing which I think this particular batch of Ajay and Swasti has done is they have explored MyTax internship opportunities, and a large number of students have got this particular opportunity. So MyTax is an internationally recognized internship opportunities, especially in the European countries. So there are a lot of students like Ajay and Swasti have actually explored these opportunities, and it turns out that they also get paid while they are doing the internship. Because of the connections, because of the even we have a very strong alumni network, because of the huge network, the faculty network, the students, graduated students network, and our directors network. I think we tend to be very fortunate and very well connected, and that reflects back in terms of the internship opportunities to the students.
So a related question which we received from one of the students is said that I am more interested in doing research. Is dual degree a better option for me in IIITs, or it should be through BTech and then going for MTech?
I see. Maybe I think Swasti or Ajay can answer this possibly.
Yeah.
So what is your opinion, Swasti and Ajay?
if I may go first. Like you are getting to do both the degrees together in 5 years. Why waste one extra year if you can do it like together. That would be my first answer. Secondly, I'm not sure whether this is like a positive or negative point, but especially in IIITs, the courses are very tech focused. Like, um, I am from a computer science engineering background, and I haven't really done a lot of engineering courses. And in a way, I'm glad, because I wanted to focus more on the computer science aspect. And the same goes for Ajay. He has done more of the EC courses and so on. So I would say like that is a very good point, and I've seen that like even by our third year, like by the end of our third year, we are as good as students who are like graduating from BTech courses. So in my opinion, why not? Like this is obviously better than like spending 6 years. So yeah.
Ajay, what do you think on this?
Yes, so I have to tell you honestly, I can't speak for all dual degrees in general. But the good thing about the dual degree here in IIITB is first mainly that it lets you explore, right? So even if you want to do research, you have to know what topic you want to do research in, and figuring that out itself is a big thing when you just join engineering. So here we get to explore a lot of different topics. Like Swasti said, I'm an electronic student, but I have also explored a lot of computer science. And IIIT also, IIIT Bangalore also gives the opportunity to explore the humanities and social sciences, even for IMTech students. So you could even do research in humanities and social sciences after you join IIIT Computer Science. And it also gives the opportunity to do a dual specialization, right? So you could do specialization in multiple fields, meaning you can explore those fields and you could do research in multiple fields. So I feel for anyone who wants to do research, it's an IMTech degree is certainly a good thing. So because they can explore a lot.
Ajay, I would like to ask one more question to you. Why did you choose IIIT Bangalore of all the IIITs? I mean, courses are almost same, fee structure is almost same. What was the reason, I mean, for you to choose IIIT Bangalore?
Yes, so
If
I
some
chose.
students want to look from this perspective, like if they want to choose
Yes.
an institution or maybe IIIT Bangalore, what are the reasons they need to, look for?
Yes, so the reason I actually chose it was just like I said, to explore, right? So if you look at the course structure of IIIT Bangalore, you will find that it gives you the opportunity to first of all study different subjects. So even if I joined electronics, but it still gives me the opportunity to take a lot of computer science courses, take a lot of humanities and social science courses, and that's what I wanted to do. So I at that time when I joined, I was not very specific about I want to study only electronics or only computer science, something like that. But I just wanted to explore different courses, find what interests me. So that's the reason I joined.
Swasti, what do you think? I mean, why did you choose?
Yeah, it's actually a similar, very similar to what Ajay said, because we have all these opportunities that we can actually explore all these areas. And not just that, even like you asked earlier, that what uh, what is the benefit of our college being situated in Bangalore. That itself also attracted me, because Bangalore in itself is a tech hub, and we are a part of it now. Like, yeah, that was an additional point.
Coming to Professor Rao, sir, I would like to understand is admission into IIITs possible without going through the JEE main route?
Sir, the answer is no. We have to have a JEE main this thing, and it is purely merit based. So there is no, it's a pure merit based admission process.
And the admission process for dual degree program and BTech program are also both of them same?
Right. So we don't offer a independent
BTech course,
BTech
4-year
degree.
BTech.
Yeah, we don't offer that. We offer only dual degree program, or we call it as an integrated MTech program. So for that, I think the JEE main score and the NTA rank is required.
One of the students has asked a question that I am more interested in doing research. So, I think that a question I asked. So after first year of admission in IIITs, can a student change his branch of study? Is that possible at IIIT Bangalore?
Yes, definitely yes. 10% of the students in either branches, either in CSC or EC, students can actually switch into the other branch. For example, we keep doing this. So we have almost around 30 students in the EC branch, and after the first year, based on their CGPA, based on their scores in the first and second semesters, so we have an application process for the change in the branch. And again, based on the merit of the students, the top 3 students will be changed from whoever has applied for the change in the branch. They can avail this opportunity of changing the branch from ECE to CSE, so that we keep doing it every year.
Okay, sir, I would like to understand one thing from you, and I would like to highlight about the interdisciplinary approach that IIIT Bangalore has in its teaching learning. So, tell us.
Right. I'd say that the interdisciplinary approach is there in the overall curriculum. So we have designed the course in such a way that the first 2 years are mostly the core courses or the fundamental courses. The first year being common to everyone, and then the second year is where we get the specific core courses for the EC and then the CSE. So this provides the breadth for the students. So hope you're able to hear me. And then continuing further, in the third and then the fourth year, I think the students have an opportunity to take a vast electives. So third and fourth year put together, I think we have around 20 courses the students have to take in the 4 semesters. So this 20 courses they can actually choose from different streams, and that is where the multidisciplinary approach comes in, and helps the students to understand what the student is actually interested in, whether it is in AI ML or in theoretical computer science or in the VLSI systems or networking communication, or maybe in digital humanities, or we call it as digital society. And then I think we have introduced a new one called the cybersecurity. So these are the various pools of the verticals which the students tend to take and complete their 20 courses. And the last year it is completely a project based. The first half is project based, the first semester is project based, and then the last semester, the 9th semester is project based, and then the 10th semester could be a thesis option or an internship option. So in that sense, I think it covers the overall breadth, and then there are a lot of verticals which the students can actually choose, and then they can have a very nice multidisciplinary profile by the end of the 5th year.
So one question that is coming to my mind is that a lot of students, after getting through their JEE main, have this confusion to whether get into a IIIT or get into an NIT. So and so in that context, what comes into play is the career opportunities that are being offered after completing the course. So what are the career opportunities which a student can explore or gets after completing a course from IIIT, any of the IIIT? And if you could explain on that.
Right. The career opportunities is really vast, and because the Swasti and Ajay are here, I'll just pick them. So they have done so much of work. So they are in a position now that to go to the corporate world after their 5th year. I think both of them have already got some kind of a placement opportunities in a deep tech companies. So that is anyways there. That is anyways there in most of the engineering colleges also. But to be specific to IIITB, I think these are really the deep tech or the cutting edge companies who are doing really good work. So that is that becomes one of the path. Because I think both Ajay and Swasti and other 10 set of students who have worked or explored different areas, they have a very good profile, so that they can pursue the higher studies, and especially I'm talking about higher studies in US or Europe, where they can pursue the PhDs and the higher studies. Similarly, I think in the past, I think students have actually explored different higher studies in the area of finance and all. So that is also available. A couple of students, and then to some extent, a few of the more students have explored working in startups and then possibly starting their own startups. So that is also possible. Specifically, I think Ajay has also tried that during his 5-year tenure. He wanted to start start up his own, start his own technology or his own startup product. So because there are several opportunities within the IIIT Bangalore, I think the students can find the path which suits him or her.
How does the institute helps in if somebody wants to start his own startup?
So we have a very vibrant innovation ecosystem. So we have an innovation center, which again, very well supported by the government of Karnataka. And then there are other private funding agencies also, which helps the innovation center. But I think the innovation center facilitates a lot of startups from outside the institute, as well as they are promoting the student startups. And I think we are running some kind of a programs, a TIDE program, and there are several other Elevate programs and all within the innovation ecosystem, where the students are encouraged to bring in their ideas and promote further. So there is that constant encouragement for the startup as well.
So the institute also helps them through funding to fund the startup.
Right. The institute, the innovation center, that particular, which is a non-profit organization that actually helps in finding the funds for the student startups.
Okay. Ajay and Swasti, I would like to understand, I mean, you have spent almost 5 years in the institution. How has been the experience of being at IIIT? I mean, in terms of learning, in terms of, gaining other experience exposures? Ajay, you could start.
Okay, yeah, so it's been a great experience overall. So I've got to study something that interests me. I've got to interact with a lot of amazing people, a lot of talented people. And and I've also got to explore, right, whatever I wanted. Basically anything that interests me, I've got the chance to explore. So it's been a great experience overall.
Swasti?
Yeah, so like I just said, we have pretty much explored everything, like especially in the tech industry, even entrepreneurship wise, our college is great. Apart from that, we have seen like all our club activities grow over the years. Like like our college is still very young, I would say. So all these club activities kept growing over the years, and we formed our own committees, clubs, and we have a very like even for sports and all, or any sort of recreation, we have enough facilities available on campus. Like it's basically helps us recharge ourselves after a day of work or a day of studies and all those things. And yeah, like if people want to join our college, they can get the whole college experience. And yeah.
Okay. So, Professor Rao, one thing that is coming to my mind, that does IIIT Bangalore has some kind of collaboration with other institution, international institution outside? Because if some students wants to go out for further studies or some kind of other training, how can that be done? Is there some kind of option there at the level of the institution?
Currently, I don't think there is any tie-ups or an formally exchange programs with the international universities. But I know we have around 45 to 50 faculties, and each of the faculties have one or the other connections to the international recognized universities. So in that sense, I think there is, there are connections. There are connections from the faculty, but officially, I think we don't have a student exchange program. Although previously in the past, we used to have a lot of programs. I think due to the COVID, I think everything has come to the standstill. But I think, this kind of opportunities keeps coming to the institute. And I'm pretty sure that in the next 2 to 3 years, I think we will have again, this floodgates of student exchange programs will be open.
And how active is the alumni network in helping students getting opportunities?
Yeah, I think we have a very young alumni. So, and if you see most of the IITs or the other, the institutes which exist for 50 years, I think they have a very large group. Ours, I think we started in 99. We started with the MTech program. IMTech program we started only in 2012. And to be very specific, to the CSC and ECE program, we started only in 2015. So it is still a very young alumni network, but they have been very, very helpful. They come forward to a lot of, to facilitate a lot of things. And in that sense, I think they are, although it is very, very small, the impact is very high.
Sir, last 1.5 years have been really difficult for education institution in terms of teaching and learning. So I would like to understand from you, how did the institution, went through this period in conducting its teaching and learning, and did its placement got affected somewhere or the other because of COVID?
Oh, a very good question, Abhay. I think I just wanted to possibly trigger you at some point of time. I was under the impression that the placement will get affected, but it turns out that especially this batch of Ajay and Swasti, and of course the other the parallel MTech batch, which are also in their second year. It turns out that the placement has been on a roll. For whatever reason it is, I think most of the students, all the students are actually placed by August 20th or 25th. I was predicting that by September 15th, I think we should be able to reach, get the 100% placement. But it turns out that by August 15th, almost all the companies have come and then taken or grabbed the students. But I think that in terms of placement, last year we did have some kind of a hiccup. But I think we, because of our alumni network who are currently working in the MNCs and all, so due to their push, I think we were able to, do the 100% placement last year in the month of September or October 15th. But this year it has been completely on the other side. And I think the companies are waiting, but I think we don't have enough students to give them. So it has been a nice surprise for all of us.
So another thing that comes to my mind is that, is there some kind of different role which organizations are seeking now, the MNCs or corporates? I mean, in terms of the people that they look for, or the skills that they are looking for. What has changed in the past 1.5 years? That I want to understand. Is there some change?
I think good question. I don't see there is any drastic change in terms of 1.5 years, but I think we actually revised the curriculum pre-COVID. So just before the COVID, I think 2019, somewhere from October to January. So I'll say that 2020 January, we changed the curriculum. And we had a formal committee, and then within that particular curriculum change committee, we had invited a lot of industry or the corporates experts. We noticed one significant change, one significant attribute which the corporates, while they are recruiting their employees, is the broader knowledge is very well respected or appreciated, but I think they want at least one or two verticals where they have the employers have the very good idea or very good understanding or the analytical skills in one or two verticals. So what they wanted was what they were looking for during the recruitment is kind of a how deep the student or the candidate is in a particular in a particular aspect. If the student has done any particular project, how deep the student has actually thought about it before implementing it or after implementing it. So that is one aspect which, and they also suggested that, they tend to prefer the MTech degree with respect to the BTech degree, because the dual degree program, the MTech plus BTech, allows you to, get hands-on skills, hands-on in the sense, even the computer science students. So you can actually do a major project during this 5-year program or during your MTech program, which fills in that particular vertical space, right? And that is what I think the Bangalore MNC companies are actually looking at this particular stage. So they tend to prefer the MTech expertise.
And how did the institution has helped the students who have been affected due to COVID, and those who want to get into the IIIT Bangalore but have been affected somewhere or the other because of COVID? How is the institution, coming up to help those students?
I don't think we have done anything special for the students who are affected with COVID. I mean, generally, if there is any kind of, with our own students who have joined IIITB, and if there is any kind of a COVID problems related, I think we have reached out to them for our own students. And we have done, we have taken enough care for the students, in terms of, if they are writing one particular exam and if they are affected with COVID or something. So we have delayed and then taken, the exam at a later point of time. So those, those kind of adjustments to our own students who have been affected by COVID, I think we have taken it. We have taken care of all those things. In terms of admission, I think it still remains the same. It is still a merit-based, so nothing has changed at that particular interface.
No, financial assistance. I want to understand if there is some kind of fee waiver, not exactly fee waiver, but some kind of fee reduction or something. Right now, there isn't anything.
Right. So we don't. We didn't or we don't have any. Pertaining to the COVID, I think we don't have any financial assistance as such. But you might have seen in the IIIT Bangalore websites. I think we have been offering Utkarsh scholarship, based on the NTA rank or the JEE main rank. The top 5 students within the rank of within the rank of 1,000, below 1,000 JEE main rank, and if there are 5 candidates who have applied, they will get a complete tuition waiver for the 5-year program. So that has been so we have introduced that aspect since last year, and I think this year also it is applicable. And there have always been financial assistance in terms of the Dean's Merit List. The Dean's Merit List, there is some kind of financial assistance around, I don't know, maybe 50K per annum for the students with a CGPA of above 3.6 and so. And because our institute is recognized by or affiliated to IICTE, so in the last year, if they are GATE qualified, they also get the IICTE scholarship, which is around, I think, 20K per month. So the last year, if the students do get into GATE qualified level, then they are likely to get around 2.4 lakhs of assistance. So that continues.
Sir, I would like to understand if you can answer this question. What is the admission process for Bachelor's of Design and Master's of Design course? And how many seats are there in those 2 courses? I mean, if you have an idea and you could tell that.
No, I think we don't offer Master of Design course and then the Bachelor's of Design course. It may be in different IIIT. So IIITB Bangalore doesn't offer the Master of Science in.
Somewhere I read it on the website, so that's why it came to my mind.
Oh, I think every IIITB in that sense is actually different. It is again a deemed university. It's an autonomous kind of an institute. So every institute offers different kinds of programs, right? So we don't offer this particular program. Yeah.
So what are other new courses that institution is planning? Is there something, because a lot is happening on data science, AI. I mean, these kind of areas. I mean, a lot of institutions are coming up with online courses in particular. Is something IIIT Bangalore also looking in this?
So I think we are taking a stock on the online certification programs. I think you may have heard about the Upcraft program, which is quite popular. It's a postgraduate diploma kind of a certificate program. Especially focusing on data science and AI/ML. So that has become very popular. But I think we are still discussing about whether to offer the degree programs in the area of AI/ML. The reason we are thinking is because I think AI/ML comes, it is in between. It is kind of a bridge between the ECE branch and then the CSE branch. So to making it as a standalone program. We are still debating on that. So at this point of time, I think the AI/ML specialization we offer in the degree programs, such as the MTech as well as the dual degree or the integrated MTech program, And a lot of students actually, one of the unique points of IIITB curriculum is they can get more than one specialization. So along with their BTech degrees, along with their MTech degrees, they can actually get a specialization in computer science or theoretical computer science or theory and systems, or they can get in AI/ML or in VLSI. So they can choose their pool of courses so that they can specialize in more than one streams. So generally, the students have an option to, they choose by default, they choose AI/ML as one particular option, and then they choose, whether it's a CSE students, they choose the theoretical computer science. The ECE students, they choose the VLSI. So in that sense, I think we offer AI/ML.
Now I have a question for Ajay and Swasti, and then we'll take up questions from what is coming in the chat. Ajay and Swasti, what would be your suggestions to students who are looking to get into IIITs? I mean, what are the things that they should look for if they want to get into a IIIT and look for an IT course? Ajay, you can start first, then we'll go to Swasti.
Yeah. So, well, first of all, the first thing they must do after the JEE mains, I believe you're referring to after writing the exam, right? Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Go
Okay.
ahead, Ajay.
Yeah. So after writing the exam, the first thing obviously they should do is to look at the college website, right? And take a look at what are the cutoffs and so on. And once they take a look at that, they can decide which stream they want to be in, whether they want to be in the computer science stream or the electronics and communication stream. So once they've decided the stream, then they can decide on joining the college.
Okay. Swasti, how do you look at this thing? I mean, what would be your suggestion?
Yeah, like similar to again what Ajay said. Additionally, students, if they want to look at faculty profiles, even that might be a motivation for some of the students. I know it is very difficult to decide beforehand. Like all of us are clueless when we are like joining colleges. That okay, we know that okay, AI/ML is the hot topic, but we don't know what particularly we want to study in that. So yeah, those things are tricky, but if they want, they can definitely look at all our faculty members pages. We also have, I think, a lot of other statistics on our pages. It's like college website as well. So if that is of any motivation to them, like I used to look at all these things prior to applying, and it used to motivate me a lot, uh, saying that oh okay, this person has done so well, and I wish I could be like that person. So yeah, I think that would be how I approach admissions.
Okay. There's a question which I can see. Sir, you would like to take some of those questions. What is better to pursue, CSC, data science, or CS? Would be a better option.
So the candidate is asking which one is better, CSE or data science or ECE, is it?
CS.
I see. So whatever, I think the very judgmental answer will be, whatever is the candidate is interested. But I think my answer, very specific answer to this particular question is, I think one should explore everything and then find out what is the interest.
And what are good things about both these programs? If you could tell, if you could talk about, so that maybe it could give a clarity.
Right. I think computer science program at IIIT Bangalore, computer science and engineering, I think it caters to the theoretical computer science. So we have a lot of faculty who are working predominantly in the area of automata theory or core computer science area. And there is also a systems aspect, which is also, the students are also interested in that particular area. And then we have a couple of faculty working in that area. There is a new paradigm, or the new area which has come up is the cybersecurity. Which deals about a lot of security issues and how do we, be more resilient to those particular security threats. So I think those also comes under, I'd say that in the computer science area. So there's three aspects along with AI/ML, becomes very attractive for any student. And I think one should explore all these 4 areas. And then in the 4th year, maybe I think the student should be ready saying that, okay, this is what I want to do. So that is what the IIIT Bangalore CSE program offers. EC program on the other side, which talks about, building the systems, use the microcontrollers or use some kind of a sensors or actuators, build it up and develop a system, portable system, wearable system, any kind of a system. Along with the AI ML aspects, where once we have a lot of sensors and then the data from the sensors coming in, and then now I need to classify, predict, detect everything. So this AI ML knowledge will really help to build an autonomous system, a smarter system. So these 2 components, along with the embedded aspects, how to put an operating system into the embedded core, those things will become very, very crucial, and that's how the students get have a kind of a diverse perspectives within the EC program. And of course, again, they should attempt everything, and then at the end of the 4th year, or in the beginning of the 4th year, the student should be ready to say that, okay, this is what my focus should be. So in that sense, there are a lot of offerings within the EC and CSE program, and students, it helps the students to evolve themselves.
And what is the fee structure of a 5-year course? I mean, the rough idea.
I think for this particular year admission, 2021 admission, I think the first 2 years is around 1.6 lakhs per semester. And I think and then in the 3rd and 4th year, it is around 1.9 or 1.92 lakhs per semester. And then the last year, I don't know, somewhere around 2.1 or 2.2. It is available in the website. It is available in the admission page. So do have a look at it. So overall, roughly 5 years program, I think it is around 18 lakhs or so.
Sir, any more question that you would like to take, or because we have already overshot our time?
Yeah, I think I'll just, it's not a question, it's just just an advice to all the admission seekers. Do apply to IIIT Bangalore. It's don't be hesitant to apply, not to apply to IIIT Bangalore. I think it's one of the best institutes in India, if not the best. And I think all the best to all the students who are looking to make their career in engineering. Right. So, anything else, Ajay or Swasti, you want to add?
Thank you very much, Professor Madhav Rao. Thank you, Ajay. Thank you, Swasti. It has been great to understand what is to get into a IIIT system and what all career opportunities are there. We have a poll coming up for students who are participating in this, and to get a feedback on how has been the session. Thank you very much, everyone.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you, Ajay and Swasti. Bye.
Thank you.